Yo, what's up Freeze Army, and welcome to two challenges in one. We're going to be covering the Thunderkiss 65 challenge and the Burying the Hatchet challenge, both in Bangkok on professional difficulty. Mine is Mr. Freeze 2244, and for this one we're going to need the concealable baton, the coin, Krugermeyer, and your disposable scrambler are going to have stored in 47 Suite, and we're going to start in the 47 Suite as the starting location. So from the start we're going to go and grab this disposable scrambler from the drop point, and then we're going to vault over this little wall and then slide down the pipe down one floor. We're actually going to get Abel de Silva's disguise, the drummer's disguise, because we need that to get on either side of the hotel, because they've changed where they've removed all the disguise bundles from professional difficulty, so it just makes it a little bit more complicated now to go and get more disguises. So this will probably be a more common disguise point to get it, because it's quite a good one as well, because it conceals you from quite a few people. So once Abel de Silva comes to the balcony, we're just going to throw a coin in that location there, and he's going to come over to investigate. We're going to pull out our baton and smack it over his head. And once you've done that, we're going to pick up the coin and grab his disguise, and make sure you exit via the door, because we need to retrieve that suit a little bit later on. Then we're going to go back up the stairs and we're going to go grab the MD2 microphone, because we're going to need that for the Thunderkiss 65 challenge. Make sure the coast is clear before using the keycard or the disposable scrambler on this door, because people can spot you, so we need to wait for these two guards to move out of the way first before using the card on the door. So once you're inside, you need to go and grab the microphone. It's going to be in the other room, as you know. We're just going to crouch walk through the room though, we don't want to wake him up. Now, holding this microphone, no matter what disguise you use, is not a suspicious item for some reason. I'm not completely sure why, but it's understandable in this disguise, but in other ones it's not. It doesn't really make sense to me. But just in case you're wondering as well, the speedboat key is going to be in this room here. It's just there, so if you want to take the speedboat exit, I'm not going to do it for this one, but just in case you were wondering where the key was, that's where it was. And we're going to use the final scrambler on this door here. You're not in a trespassing area on this roof. This is a new thing that I've learned recently. In this disguise, there's no longer a trespassing area, so we can pass through here in this particular disguise. So once we've come through this section, we're going to go into the bathroom where the another person is going to be. He's going to have J.C. Barrett's notes, and we're going to smack him over the head with the microphone, and then we're going to drag his body away from the door and grab the note that he drops on the floor. That is important to have because it sets up the Burying the Hatchet challenge. So once you've done that, we're going to come in here and smack Jesus over the back of the head, and then we're going to grab his disguise, and then we're going to make our way up to Jordan Cross's suite just above us. So once you get up here, there's going to be an enforcer right in front of the stairs, and there's going to be a bodyguard that is also an enforcer. Now, just before they come out, I'm just going to risk it and crouch run through this section, because otherwise it does take a while for them to go through their whole chain of events. So J.C. Barrett is just coming into the room. That's why the suspicion bar is going off. So we're just going to wait for her to break the line of sight, and then we're going to go ahead and mix this mixing table just to bring Jordan Cross downstairs. So just match all these tuning things up, and once you've got all four, Jordan Cross will come downstairs and he will get electrocuted with the microphone we're about to sabotage. So don't increase the voltage just yet, because we need to swap the microphones over first. There's an enforcer just right in front of the sound booth, so we're just going to throw a coin in that direction over there just to get him to move, and that's when we're going to go into the sound booth and swap the microphones over, and then we'll just do the same thing as we come out, and then we'll increase the voltage, and that will take care of Jordan Cross's kill. So just use an instinct to judge when that enforcer is going to be turning around, and once he does that, we're going to throw the coin, and again we're going to bypass him exactly the same way as we did as when we came in. And that'll take care of that. So what we've got to do now is just increase the voltage here, And when Jordan Cross goes into the booth momentarily, he will get electrocuted, and that will be done. So when you come through this door, watch out for the enforcer to your left. You need to be wary of him. But during these walkthroughs of Bangkok in particular, I'm not going to be too bothered about cameras or being, people catching you in the same disguise. Like this guy right here, like, it doesn't really matter if he becomes suspicious anyway, as long as you break the line of sight after. Like, he does become suspicious right there, but it doesn't matter in regards to these challenges. None of these challenges require you to do Silent Assassin, except for the actual Silent Assassin ones. But that's completely unnecessary. There's no point of trying to do it completely perfect, because at the end of the day, that's not how you don't have to do it for those challenges anyway. So when we come back over this area, we're just going to put our suit back on, and we're going to head back upstairs. We're going to go and grab a hotel staff disguise, because we are going to need to go into the basement, and because it's a trespassing area, in pretty much any other disguise apart from security and hotel, it's probably best to go and get one of those disguises. So we're just going to come back into 47 Suite using our key card, and we're going to call room service. However, 47 is going to have a problem with his toilet. He's going to have his minibar replenished, or he's going to have his bed made, or whatever his issue is of the day. 2 hotel staff members are going to come into the room, and we're going to subdue one of them when they are separated, then take his disguise. We're actually going to knock out the other one as well, just in case the body is found.
Can I come in? Oh yes, I'm here to restock the minibar, please.
So when any of you are ready, just go ahead and subdue him or knock him out with your baton that you have with you. And we're just going to hide him behind the door, behind the bed, just so his body isn't discovered. We're going to quickly grab his disguise as well. And then we're going to subdue the woman, just so she doesn't spread the word that we've been killing people. We're going to shut the door as well, just to make sure the security guards don't see us. But from this point, we're just going to head down to the front main desk, and we're going to put the Dexy Barrett's note on the main desk, and then we're going to head our way into the basement, and then we're going to have to wait for Ken Morgan to arrive. We actually have to kill Ken Morgan with the fire axe while we're in the basement to complete the Bury the Hatchet challenge. So we're just going to place it there. We crouch because this guy is an enforcer, so you need to watch out for him. We're circled around here, and we're going to go through this door and into the basement. Now the basement is quite littered with enforcers themselves as well. There's going to be a patrolling security guard coming around here. He is an enforcer. There's a hotel staff member at the end of the corridor. He is an enforcer as well. But there's a room right in front of us, so that's where we're going to head to. So as soon as we get in there, we're home sailing really. So once you come in here, there's going to be 2 enforcers in here as well. We can use these blend points to avoid detection. That I found that is probably the best way to avoid detection in this room. So you can always use one of those blend points right there. But first we need to grab the fire axe, and we're going to place it over here in preparation. And we're just going to use this blend point right here until Ken Morgan arrives and he kicks everyone out of the room. Now when you actually do finally kill Ken Morgan, his guard instantly comes into the room, so he will always detect the crime. That's another reason why I didn't really care about getting suspicious or being spotted by cameras, because it's one of them sort of things. It's one of these challenges where it's impossible to really do the silent assassin anyway, because the guard immediately comes into the room. I'm not completely sure why it's programmed that way. Maybe it's just different for pro mode, I'm not sure, but that just seems to be the case every time I try this, so that's just how it is. So for the benefit of the video, while we're waiting, I'm just going to cut the video until the point that Ken Morgan is actually in the room. So in comes his bodyguard and Ken Morgan, and all the enforcers are actually leaving the room now, and he's going to evict his bodyguard as well. And you need to be a little bit more patient with Ken Morgan here, because he has a very random head turning. He turns his head around quite a lot, like he's doing right there. It's purely to catch you out, to catch the player out, catch the player out that wants to rush and kill him straight away. and that's the reason why his head's turning so much like that. He's trolling you right now. You need to wait for him to start fiddling around with his phone, and then we can throw the axe at his head. And as you've seen, I went to go and hide his body, but the guard immediately comes into the room, and it says crime noticed. So we're just going to be careful here as we sneak out of the room, and we're going to head straight to the exit. Again, it looks a bit scruffy and sloppy, but it's just unfortunately the way it is. The guard immediately always comes into the room, and it's just annoying, but that's unfortunately how it is. These two are enforcers as well, so you need to watch out for these two, but as long as you crouch walk through here, you shouldn't have any problems. These two guards are completely fine. They cannot see through your disguise, so we can head straight to this exit here, and we're completely done for these two challenges of the Thunderkiss 65 and the Burying the Hatchet challenge. It should all pop up for you at the end. So that's going to do it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.